Right now, raising awareness about bullying, how Madison schools are working to prevent the issue.
Plus, Congress is back in session, the senator replacing Mitch McConnell's leadership role.
And creating a safe space for LGBTQ plus residents where Rock County community members can connect for the holidays. It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for staying with us tonight at 10, everybody. The rain will stick with us throughout the night.
And Alex joins us now with more on when the region will dry out a bit. Alex?
Yes, and I just want to make note here, we have some raindrops on the table over here, and you're probably wondering, well, okay, well, that's great, Alex. Nothing falling from the sky right now, but you know, it doesn't take much, just a few sprinkles, and you get that glare on the road. I don't like it, at least with my glasses. And there is rain that's filling in across the rest of southern Wisconsin. Radar 3000, we're kind of in between showers to the west of in western Dane County and showers to the south and east over towards Stoughton. We'll do a little tour here, southwestern Wisconsin, some consistent showers from the Wisconsin River Valley south down towards Darlington area, and then we'll swing off towards the south and east, another area of consolidated showers over towards Jefferson, by Janesville, over towards Elkhorn. And we will continue to see these showers fill in, especially for areas I mentioned, U.S. Highway 151, that would be Dodgeville up to Madison, up to Beaver Dam, and points to the south and east as you see future track here. Still seeing that line and points south and east with the greatest chance for having rain tonight. And it could come down at a decent clip at various points. Areas way northwest towards Viroqua, north and west towards Richland Center, maybe even up towards Camp Douglas and over towards Adams County as well, seeing less rain, maybe a tenth of an inch at most. You get down to the Wisconsin River Valley, you get down to U.S. Highway 151, that's where we may see that half-inch to a 3/4 of an inch amount as we carry forth through the rest of the night. If we don't get rain tonight and you miss out on it, there are more precipitation chances in the forecast. We got another weather system I want to talk about in Maine weather that won't just bring rain and breezy conditions on Tuesday, but perhaps the first snow of the season.
Alex, thank you. The Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development is giving out grants to fight the state's shortage of teachers. Today, the department announcing $1 million in funding is available for the Teacher Training and Recruitment Grant Program. Wisconsin nonprofit organizations can apply for up to $500,000 to recruit, train, and license teachers. The money covers 2 years of program costs. The current 23-25 state budget proposal includes over $16 million to address the teacher shortage that's plaguing schools across the state.
This week is Anti-Bullying Week, and the Madison School District is taking action to deal with the problem. According to a study by the CDC, 1 in 5 high school students reported being bullied on high school property this past year. That same study showed female and LGBTQ plus students were more likely to experience bullying than male students, both online and on school property. Schools in Madison say an emphasis on resources helps them fight bullying.
We provide to our staff that they then can provide to our families and to our students. And that goes through, professional development, to, community-facing resources, and just making sure that the school communities that we are creating in our buildings are such that students feel safe.
The CDC also says 1 in 6 high school students experience bullying online. For more resources on bullying prevention, visit our website, channel3000.com.
A member of the Sun Prairie Area School District Board of Education resigned over the handling of a former principal's departure. Today, Alwyn Foster announced his resignation in a post on Facebook. He said the decision was based on, quote, issues related to our black staff members historically. Foster was elected to the Board of Education in 2021. On October 23rd, the district announced that Sun Prairie East High School principal Renee Coleman would no longer be serving as principal. A reason for her departure was not given.
Well, you may see an increase in your utility bills next year and in 2026. Last week, the Wisconsin Public Service Commission approved rate increases for WEC Energy Group. By 2026, the average We Energies customer can expect to pay about $17 more for electricity per month and $4 to $9 for gas per month. As for WPS, it would be $12 more for electricity and $4 more for gas. The reason why the parent company needs to increase utilities is to uphold their sustainability developments.
As we're moving away from some of our older, less efficient fossil fuel plants, we're building more renewable energy. There's significant tax credits tied to that. So this rate filing included $100 million in savings for customers tied to federal tax credits and lower fuel costs.
WEC Energy is not unique in having sustainability developments. Madison Gas and Electric and Alliant Energy also have projects that are dedicated to creating clean energy for customers.
On Friday, Madison's winter parking rules go into effect. Always good to have a reminder. It can be a bit confusing. The rules require you to park on a specific side of the street overnight so crews can plow. On odd-numbered days from 1 to 7 in the morning, park on the side of the street with odd house numbers. On even-numbered, park on the side of the street with even house numbers. If you violate winter parking rules, you will pay a $20 fine. Now, there are some exceptions. If you park in the snow emergency zone, you only need to follow alternate side parking during a declared snow emergency. You can find a map of the snow emergency zone up on the City of Madison website. On streets where parking is always restricted to one side for an entire block, alternate side rules do not apply. Streets where parking is restricted to one side of the street for part of the block do have to follow alternate side parking rules.
Melissa Agard is sworn in as Dane County Executive after beating out Dana Pelabon for the seat. She will take over from interim executive Jamie Kuhn. Agard is not new to public office. She served in the state assembly for 8 years before spending the last 3 in the Senate. Agard says she'll zero in on fighting climate change, bolstering the Dane County park system, expanding mental health and addiction services, as well as economic development.
We're going to focus on economic development for the county like we've never seen before. Dane County is an engine, in fact, the engine for the state of Wisconsin.
Agard took 60.9% of the vote on election night. Former Dane County Executive Joe Parisi retired from the role in May. Agard will be finishing out what was originally his term, so she'll campaign for the seat again in the spring.
With Republicans now in control of the Senate and the House, lawmakers gathered to choose their leader for the next Congress. Senators voted on a secret ballot, choosing South Dakota Republican Senator John Thune as the next majority leader. Thune is in his 4th Senate term, part of the Republican Party's more traditional wing. He says he will work together with President-elect Donald Trump to implement Trump's agenda.
We will make sure that the president and his team have the tools and the support that they need to enforce border security laws and to remove the violent criminals who are wreaking havoc in every one of our states.
Well, Senator Thune will replace longtime leader Mitch McConnell. His rivals for the leadership role were Texas Senator John Cornyn and Florida Senator Rick Scott, who was eliminated in the first round of voting.
President-elect Trump is back in Florida after a trip to Washington. There, Trump met President Biden at the White House, where he promised a smooth transition. That includes a flurry of new announcements for positions in his administration, including Florida Representative Matt Gaetz as Attorney General and Fox News host Pete Hegseth for Defense Secretary. Trump is pushing the Senate's new Republican majority to move quickly to put his people in place.
Be able to articulate his views on the Defense Department moving forward. But the bottom line is we need a Defense Department that is focused on military readiness, and that has not been the case under the Biden administration.
Trump has already appointed Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy to co-chair a new commission looking to cut the size of government.
Inflation moved in the wrong direction last month. The Bureau of Labor Statistics releasing the latest Consumer Price Index data. It shows consumer prices rose 0.2% last month. Housing-related inflation accounted for half of that monthly rise. Still, inflation has eased considerably since it peaked at 9.1% in June of 2022. October's increase was the first time the annual rate bumped higher since back in March. Americans are racking up debt at record levels, but for many households, their income is growing as well. According to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, debt for U.S. households moved up to a new record of nearly $18 trillion. The Federal Reserve says balances grew across all major debt categories, with credit cards and auto loans continuing to see the biggest gains. Disposable personal income hit $21.8 trillion in the third quarter, with the total debt to income ratio at 82%.
There's more financial woes for Spirit Airlines. The company's shares plunged more than 50% in early trading today. It comes after the Wall Street Journal reported the company is preparing to file for bankruptcy. The airline now says it won't report quarterly financial results because it's scrambling to reach a deal with creditors.
Thanksgiving is coming early for Rock County residents. Next week, the Rock County LGBTQ+ committee is holding a special Friendsgiving event. The gathering offers a chance for community members to come together and build meaningful connections. Organizers say in a world where not everyone has a place to gather for the holidays, Friendsgiving is designed to be an inclusive space for everyone.
One of my favorite parts of the entire day is once everybody has gone through the line and is eating, I always wait to the end and I just stand back and I watch. And I look at all these people from all these backgrounds and all these experiences have like a sense of their shoulders have relaxed a little bit and they've taken that deep breath and go, I am here with people that care about me and I can feel safe.
Well, attendees are asked to pre-register by Tuesday to help event coordinators with their final planning. The Friendsgiving event will be held next Thursday from 5 to 8 at night. It'll be at the Big Hill Park in Beloit.
When we come back at 10, Alex tells us when the rain will move out of the region.
And bringing more jobs to the Madison area, the new facility being built by Amazon right here in southern Wisconsin.
During the CERTA Black Friday event at Ashley, follow the experts and save up to $600 on select CERTA Perfect Sleeper X adjustable sets. Plus, get up to $300 in free furniture, 60-month special financing, and free delivery at Ashley.
Winning at Ho-Chunk Gaming just got bigger, like mega bigger. When you win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, you're automatically entered into our mega jackpot winners quarterly drawings with a grand prize drawing on January 18th to win a new Jeep Wagoneer car buy and a chance for $100,000 in cash. Jackpot weekly drawings are going on now. Mondays, 10 winners, $500 in rewards play. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
Get a great deal and do a great deal of good when you shop at Habitat Restore. From furniture and decor to appliances and building materials, we've got everything you need for your next project. Shop our convenient East and West locations today.
Hot tubs, hot tubs, hot tubs. The Hot Tub Swim Spa Expo is at Bachman's Pool Spas and Saunas this weekend only. Hundreds of hot tubs from the world's leading brands like Hot Spring Hot Tubs, all discounted. Hot tubs as low as $79 a month, 0% financing. Swim spas up to $20,000 off. Saunas as low as $79 a month. Hot tubs, swim spas, and saunas up to 40% off. Come save thousands this weekend at Bachman's Pool Spas and Saunas. SpaExpoWisconsin.com.
The excellence of driving a Buick is matched by the excellence of the dealership experience when you own a Buick. Buick. Exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get $3,000 purchase allowance on this 2024 Encore GX. For attractive offers, visit these Buick dealers today.
Need life insurance? SelectQuote found Jacob, 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Black Friday early bird specials at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Buy the Whirlpool refrigerator and washer and dryer, get the Range dishwasher and microwave free. Buy 3, get 3 free. Plus free financing and free laundry soap for a year. Buy smart at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Why was a transgender man serving time in the Dane County Jail sent to solitary confinement?
They didn't know what to do with me.
I'm looking into how inmates are classified for placement within the jail's limited space, especially those who are transgender. Thursday at 6.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Amazon breaks ground on a new project right here in southern Wisconsin.
The facility is expected to bring more than 1,000 jobs to the area. Amazon is planning to build a new fulfillment center in Cottage Grove. The 3 million square foot building will provide up to 1,500 new jobs. The operational facility's main purpose will be to improve delivery service and speed for customers in the Madison area. It represents an over $200 million capital investment from the company.
This particular site allowed us to get the maximum amount of acreage that we needed for the site, which allowed us to get kind of the site template that we needed. The access to the interstate is incredible for us. Proximity to Chicago, to the city of Madison, and other larger markets that we need to fulfill. This made it a great landing zone for us.
Construction is expected to be complete sometime in 2026. Since 2010, Amazon has invested more than $11 billion in Wisconsin.
And with winter quickly approaching and people gearing up to stay indoors, Amazon is out with its list of its best books of 2024. The Boys of Riverside by Thomas Fuller topping the list. It details the true story of a champion football team from a school for the deaf in California. Amazon Books editorial director discussed this year's selections.
It's a true story about an all-deaf high school football team and basically their rise from underdog to champion. And they really use their deafness not as a deficit, but as a superpower on and off the field.
Other titles in the top 5 include The God of the Woods by Liz Moore, James by Percival Everett, The Women by Kristen Hanna, and The Small and the Mighty by Sharon McMahon.
Well, cold and flu season is in full swing, and doctors say there are 3 ways to keep your children healthy as the seasons change. The first is staying up to date on vaccines. The CDC recommends getting a flu shot between now and the holidays. Doctors also say wash your hands in warm, soapy water for at least 20 seconds to kill germs, and it's important to know when to stay home if you're feeling symptoms like fever, vomiting, or diarrhea. Then it's time to isolate.
There is renewed debate about the safety of fluoride in our drinking water after Robert F. Kennedy Jr. called for an end to fluoridation entirely. Since 2014, dozens of communities across the U.S. have voted to remove fluoride or reject its inclusion in their local water supplies. And just last week, Lebanon, Oregon became the latest to do so. An associate dean with the Toro College of Dental Medicine says the current levels in the U.S. are not harmful to the public.
Now, that's different. Some of the studies that are used to make the claims about the danger of fluoride, this is actually from other countries outside of the United States where there is endemic fluoride. That's where it's naturally occurring at very, very high levels. To get those levels where things are really dangerous, you have to be much, much higher than what we're doing.
Now, the CDC says fluoride in drinking water has contributed to the better oral health in the United States now for over 75 years and has been endorsed by over 100 dental and health organizations.
About 1 in 8 adults in the U.S. have taken Ozempic or similar medications to treat type 2 diabetes and obesity, but these drugs are not for everyone. There's a wide range of possible side effects, including nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, and abdominal pain. These are typically felt when a person first starts taking the drug, but doctors say other rare and serious risks include stomach paralysis and pancreatitis.
For people who are taking it for medically necessary reasons, it seems to be a situation where the benefits outweigh the risks. For a significant percentage of people, it just stops working for them as well. Whether it's a tolerance or something else, they just don't seem to get the benefit of it.
Doctors add this medication is not a magic bullet to keep weight off, that it has to be paired with exercise and a healthy diet. Well, the rain will stick around in some areas for southern Wisconsin for the night. Alex, is it raining here on the west side of Madison yet?
We had a couple of sprinkles when I was out on the patio. West side of Madison, dry at this point in time, but showers are to the west and showers are to the east, and eventually it will all fill in. That's part of the 3 things you got to get out of the forecast. Rain showers for some, I should say most of southern Wisconsin tonight. Then we go through that dry stretch Thursday all the way through Saturday, maybe lasting into Sunday and Monday. The wintry mix, it's still in the forecast. We've been talking about that for a few days now, and it's still potentially on the way. Here we've got that rain right over the center part of Dane County, but here's that break over the western part of Madison. You got to go a little bit further to the west on our tour here out to Spring Green, a little bit of a heavier shower on Highway 14, swinging down to the South Platteville on 151. Some heavier shower activity right now, and we'll go all the way over to the east here as we do a tour as we track the rain together over towards Fort Atkinson. It looks like the rain's coming down at a decent clip right now. The rain is involved in 2 pieces, one part over southwest Wisconsin, the other part just to the south and east of Madison. and the area that's going to see the most rainfall will eventually fill in. That'll be along the Wisconsin River Valley, right along U.S. Highway 151 and to the south and to the east. And it was at this point last night I mentioned, ooh, it looks like maybe the rain might stay a little bit more towards the south and east, and that still looks like it will be the case. As we get to 3 o'clock, still showers, Dells, Lone Rock, Madison, but nothing off to the northwest. Those showers continue to pivot off towards the east as we approach the rush hour tomorrow morning. Still some showers from Madison and areas off towards the east, towards Janesville, Jefferson, Elkhorn, and then we dry out. Breezy conditions, we might see a peak of the sun towards the end of the day. 1/4 to 1/2 inch from, let's say, Madison and points off towards the Wisconsin River Valley. 1/10 of an inch if you're lucky out towards Viroqua. And that 3/4 of an inch, oh, we might sneak that from Madison and points south and east tonight. And this isn't the only weather event that brings rainfall chances to southern Wisconsin. I've had this graphic now for a couple days here. Still looking active next week. Rain and breezy on Tuesday. That still looks likely. How much cold air and how long this weather system stays around will be a big impact on whether or not these snow shower chances Wednesday through Saturday of next week involve the potential for some of that snow to stick. This is a projection, just an example of how this may evolve as we start Monday night at this time, 10 o'clock. Showers off towards the west. The showers move in through the day on Tuesday. As we go into Tuesday night, maybe a little bit of a mix in southwest Wisconsin. Going into Wednesday, if the weather system is close enough, we could have some snow showers over southwestern Wisconsin at about this point in time. Thursday, and then again going on into Friday, a couple of snow showers not out of the question. And as temperatures cool on down there, look at Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Overnight lows freezing or below. If we have some snow showers, they could absolutely stick to the ground.
And coming up in sports, it was just another episode of the Giannis Show in Milwaukee. How the big man carried the Bucks to a win. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We all share the same roads, but when an accident happens, we don't always share the same consequences. Gruber Law Offices has been winning for people injured in truck accidents for more than 35 years. One call, that's all.
It's a great time to have RG Heating and Air Conditioning check your home's furnace system for safety and efficiency. RG services all brands and installs quality Trane equipment to keep your home running smooth year-round. Call RG Heating and AC today.
Shop the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. Lease a new Silverado 1500 starting at $355 a month, or a 24 Equinox EV starting at $279 a month. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromMadison.com.
This is Good News Madison, brought to you by Don's Home Furniture.
Porchlight strives to reduce homelessness in Dane County by collaborating with the community to provide shelter, affordable housing, and supportive services that eliminate barriers and empower the individuals and families that we serve. Find ways how you can help our unhoused neighbors. Please visit porchlightinc.org.
And that is Good News Madison, brought to you by Don's Home Furniture.
Come on, guys, smile. Hi, Mom.
Guess who's home? Okay, everyone smile.
I was an occupational therapist and I had lost my position. I was able to just go the next day, oh well,
I can dash. I love it for the freedom. I can schedule myself. Also, dashing just gives you a sense of purpose. Having portable benefits would be really awesome for me because I could use them to help cover my vision, copays, and adding to my 401k. And I could continue to build that till I retire.
We've successfully represented people injured in truck accidents for more than 35 years. We know what it takes to get the results you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
For the 5th time in the last 43 years, a #1 ranked team is coming to Camp Randall, and that would be Big Ten newbie Oregon. Saturday night is the 7th meeting all-time between the two, the first since the 2020 Rose Bowl game, and Big Ten opponents that are big time are nothing new to the Badgers this season. The Ducks are the 3rd top 5 team to play in Madison. And this group says they're not worried about that #1 in front of Oregon's name.
I know our team isn't like nervous at all just because of a number or just because of a team name. Like, we know what we can do, and we're also a really good team too. So it's not like we have any worries, any fears or anything like that. Like, we know what we can do, and now we just got to go out and prove it.
This week I feel like we got a good opportunity to kind of get over that hump. Obviously, you say that every week, but I feel like we're in a good spot right now mentally. You know what I'm saying? We took some L's. We've been punched a little bit, took some gut punches, but we're still standing, and we're going to be ready to go Saturday.
Well, for more on Wisconsin's matchup against Oregon, be sure to check out this week's Wisconsin Huddle with Austin and Brown. Show airs at 6:30 on Friday, right here on News 3 Now. After 3 quote-unquote cupcake games, Wisconsin men's basketball has a huge test ahead of them on Friday night. 9th-ranked Arizona is coming to town, but their opponent isn't the only big thing about that game. At halftime, Hall of Fame head coach Bo Ryan will be recognized, and before the game, UW's back-to-back Final Four teams will be honored, a group that this team is excited to play in front of.
Forever grateful for those guys that came before us and laid the pathway down, and now it's just a dream come true to be able to be out there myself and give it my best shot to make them proud and get a win.
They really set the standard of what Wisconsin basketball is supposed to be like, so it is just an honor being able to play after they're being honored for their accomplishments. So, you know, it's definitely a blessing. You know, we're going to try to do our best to hold you guys or hold ourselves accountable and hold it down.
First road game of the season for the Badger women. Wisconsin taking on SDSU, and the Jackrabbits handed the Badgers their first loss of the year. Sarah Williams led the way with 19 points, 9 boards, and 4 assists. Bucks hosting the Pistons, and this game was all Giannis. We'll start in overtime, and the big man gets up for the two-handed stuff at the rim, and then Giannis would start the break, and he's going to find Brooke Lopez, who dials one up from deep. That makes it a 5-point game, and Giannis wasn't done. This time, it's his turn from three-point land. 59 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 blocks, 2 steals. Get that man some help. Bucks win in OT. We're back after this.
The Hot Tub Swim Spa Expo is at Bachman's Pool Spas and Saunas this weekend only. Hundreds of hot tubs from major brands, all discounted. Hot tubs as low as $79 a month. Hot Tub Swim Spas and Saunas up to 40% off. Come save thousands this weekend at Bachman Pool Spas and Saunas.
Owning my own home is nice. You can just come home knowing that it's yours. It's a sense of pride, sense of ownership, and enjoying it with everyone I love and care for.
Make a lasting impact on local families in need. Please donate today.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. And your Ford dealer is the place to start. With a full lineup of vehicles and available powertrains. Get your ideal combination of power and capability with gas, hybrid, or all-electric. But more important than the power you choose is what you choose to do with it.
Choose FlexBuy on Escape and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $2,000 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, Apply today.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
They've been rocking audiences for decades. It's Foghat. Performing live November 30th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. I just want to make with special guest, The Empty Pockets. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. Legendary rock band Foghat. Live in concert November 30th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
If you have to ask why it's important to start your day early, here's your answer.
Enjoy an early morning with a sausage McMuffin with egg. Right now, get 2 for just $6.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The Hot Tub Swim Spa Expo is at Buckman's Pool Spas and Saunas this weekend only. Hot tubs from major brands, all discounted. Swim spas up to $20,000 off. Hot tub swim spas and saunas up to 40% off. Come save thousands this weekend at Buckman's Pool Spas and Saunas.
In the 608, weekdays only on News 3 Now this morning.
Tonight. Welcome back, Jack. So happy you're here. This smile's as real as my teeth.
Colbert's got a new late show with Zoe Saldana tonight on CBS.
Well, this weekend, an American fossil is going on the auction block overseas in Europe. Vulcan, the Apatosaurus, was discovered in Wyoming in 2018 and will be the largest and most complete dinosaur skeleton ever offered in auction. 80% of its original bones.
There's something else in it. Dinosaur fossil auctions are quite rare. In 1997, Sue the T-Rex sold for $8.4 million. She's still down at the Field Museum in Chicago. Her record was smashed by billionaire Ken Griffin, who bought Apex the Stegosaurus for $44.6 million earlier this year. Don't you want a Stegosaurus in your living room?
I was just going to say, what are you going to do with
That's
that?
the one with the plates on the back and the spikes on the tail. Our producer loves dinosaurs. That's why that's in there. Final check of the forecast, Alex.
Yeah, showers from the Wisconsin River Valley, U.S. Highway 151, and points to the south and east tonight. Then as we carry forth out into the 10-day forecast, a mild stretch getting us into the early part of next week. And then we got to keep an eye out for a winter remix by the end of next week.
All right, Alex, thank you. And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Have a good night, everybody. See you back here tomorrow.